from a man to a boob.
Is it just me, or is Taylor breaking up like crazy?
Yeah, he's
Probably for the better.
Are you butthurt, Jeremy?
No, I'm having fun. This is number 5. Butthurt isn't even part of the equation.
Already relaxed.
Very.
And how are you, Susie?
Pretty good.
That's good. Saw your showdown with Lightbulb.
Yeah, what the hell? It was out of nowhere.
Oh, but a lot of what she was saying was like aggravating me.
I was kind of aggravated, as you probably could tell.
Well, I mean, in the very beginning, you did fall into her trap by booting her. That was a mistake on your part.
Yeah, but she wasn't clear about what she wanted before that point, other than being a cunt.
It doesn't matter. You can't say you violated my rights because I was in disguise.
Oh, I agree with that completely. I was mainly pissed when she was like, well, since Susie's there all the time, get rid of the bot. I'm like, so that someone else can come in. I'm like, the bot is what we're... I just got really angry from a technical standpoint. Like, we moved off GTM. Get over it. If you want to pay for a GTM room, pay for a GTM room. Like, it's expensive.
And all the assumptions.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't know what any of that was about. I'm totally out of context.
Yeah.
One of our older members who generally is fun added Susie claiming that she was constantly kicking people that she shouldn't kick and like abusing her privileges as an admin here. This person was trying to defend people that come to the room without putting a name or a face or talking or anything. Go to meeting. There would be a lot of people that would kind of come in and just kind of listen and watch and have private conversations with other people.
There's a video up on the channel. It doesn't matter. It's aggravating.
But that's what it was all about.
Well, for what it's worth, I've not seen you, Susie, just flippantly kicking people. So,
But you
I'm
also
not here often, but I like...
Yeah, I haven't done any of that shit she was accusing me of, other than kicking blankies, which I do, and will continue doing.
And I have no problem with that. Not that it's my decision anyway. So back to assholes.
Delicious temptations.
I don't know if I'd put it that way. Well, it just got really quiet.
I envy your hair length, by the way.
Thank you. I've been growing it for a long time.
I had hair about that long in high school and then cut the ponytail off in a fit of frustration and then kept it real short for a long time, and I'm now in the awkward phase of growing it back out.
Yeah, but you don't have straight hair like me.
No, I don't. And at the time, I wish...
What's happening in the chat?
Taylor's trying to get a rise out of me.
Well, he is doing something.
He's eating rice.
That's cool. I like people trying to get a rise out of me. That's when the fun starts.
Hello?
Almost sounds like a challenge.
What's your name, by the way?
Mine, Jeremy.
Jeremy. And what type are you?
INTJ.
Oh, interesting. And the other girl with the nose ring? You are. What's her name?
Courtney, I believe. With a K, no less.
Yeah, ENTPs. We're dominating. 3 out of 5. And Taylor has Fanta. Yeah, this community tends to attract the NTPs.
And now we have one ESFJ dude and one ISFJ dude.
Cool.
And an ISFJ female if my wife continues to participate.
Then we have 2. Yeah,
Well,
ISFJs.
FP. If my girlfriend ever comes on, we'll have an ENFP.
Yeah. We have Chloe, so that would mean we would have 2.
Oh, Chloe's an ENFP?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't surprise me. You wrote a letter to the sheriff demanding pop. That's
Specifically Fanta or whatever they're willing to give you.
Taylor, do you still need to talk to Eric?
Man, if I were going to get state-sponsored soda, it's going to be knee-high.
Fago.
Knee-high peach for the win.
And of those 4 flavors, I'd say orange or grape.
Yeah, me too.
Pineapple, strawberry, me.
Okay, you're gonna have to deal with my mic. You're the person I've ever met anywhere who I didn't introduce peach to who likes it.
Try that one more time because you were breaking up real bad.
You're the first person he's ever met that he didn't have to introduce that to that likes it.
Knee-high peach?
Yes.
You're not human if you don't like knee-high
You
peach.
got a new mic, Taylor? Like, what the fuck? It's like, I like talking to you, but this is annoying.
I want to get a 2-liter of knee-high peach, dry it out, and snort it like cocaine.
Interesting. Your laptop is still, what, evidence? Really glad that I didn't get contacted. That would have freaked me out.
Imagine if they took all your shit. All of it. Put you to jail.
What's the situation currently? Are you like, oh yeah, I heard they went into your safe. Are you like out on bail? Or are you, what's the situation? You're on bail. Okay. Awaiting trial. Is this a topic we should just stay away from for now? Fair enough. Well, you know, you can always just tell me to shut up.
Mostly, I don't want to fucking type anything. Also, the county attorney is interested in TWFP because Eric is so obvious with drugs. She's going to find footage of me doing shit on camera.
Yeah, well, something that makes me nervous about the whole situation, even being involved with it. I don't really want to be in any kind of legal snafu. That's why I always get mad at Eric when anything that could be questionably. That's not necessarily a question, like, but when the whole like Ken's dick pic thing came up on our server, and I like freaked out on it.
Care about you? They're not. They don't even.
They don't. I know they don't, but that doesn't mean that something stupid like this can inconvenience my life at some point.
Right.
Maybe this, but
Didn't hire in outside welders to cut into 4 safes in my house because of anything that you possibly be to.
I understand that. And what did they ask you to open them first, or they just went fucking cutting into it?
They did.
And you said no.
I said, "Can I have can I have my pants and a lawyer?" And then they took me to jail. So we didn't finish that conversation.
I mean, because that's just kind of bullshit. I mean, if they have a warrant to enter your safe, unless you say that you won't open it, there's no good reason to destroy your property to open it. They should allow you to open it so that you don't have to have your property destroyed.
He did ask me to lawyered up.
I'm assuming they had a warrant for it. Oh, yeah, not the safes particularly. I'll probably go in your favor then.
Warrants are so last century.
Taylor, I'd really love to have your thoughts on Eric's relationship, but you've been away. And Nick's, for that matter, if you know about it.
Well, Nick has not been as much in the rooms other than just Nick alone talking about it.
Well, yes, but either way, I'm skeptical of both Nick and Eric's relationship.
I have talked
Because of how
to I've talked to Kimberly
overly-
a couple of times.
idealistic everything sounds.
Yeah, but the Kimberly thing, I think that's gonna work out. I've talked to her a couple of times, just me and her.
I think me and Taylor probably share the same cynicism then. If that's what you were saying, kind of. I'm reading the chat. You're broadly, yeah. Well, yeah, you're just cynical to relationships in general. Although that doesn't stop me from giving plenty of relationship advice. Well, those are 2 very important questions. I mean, I don't see anyone not to get a prenup. I don't see what that has to do with whether or not you really love someone or think it's going to work out or not. Like, if it's going to work out, then it doesn't matter that it exists, so it may as well exist.
Leap of faith.
Yeah, but that's a load of horse shit, okay? That's symbolic, like... There's so many more meaningful things, like it's a fucking piece of paper. I don't see it as a bad show of faith.
It certainly makes tactical sense.
I don't know. If anything,
I kind
I don't know.
of have to
It
agree with
just
Taylor.
seems like
on this one.
it can't hurt, because if the relationship works and you never need to get a divorce, then it doesn't do anything. But if something road and either party decides that it's not working or something, you do get split up, it protects both parties, unless one party has nothing, in which case they don't really have any say anyway.
I don't know. It does kind of hurt in a way if you're talking about sentiments and impressions.
Yeah, but if you actually have a good relationship where right for each other and open with each other and everything, like, a piece of paper shouldn't make a difference.
Sure, but introducing that into the scenario is like you saying, "Yeah, I love you," but that leaves
Yeah, but
taste.
as far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't need the piece of paper saying that. I mean, the biggest reason to do that is for various tax benefits, and not because of the quote-unquote symbolism of all of it.
It almost comes off as an offensive measure to introduce a prenup into the equation.
That's why it shouldn't have to be introduced as part of the process. That way we don't have to worry about that.
Maybe the ladies here have an opinion on the subject.
On what?
Prenuptial agreements.
I'm halfway lady.
Don't need it.
But of course you're cold. Yeah, but I don't have a cold soul. Like, I'm a very warm, loving person. Like,
I actually never crossed my mind when I got married. The only thing that crossed my mind is, why the fuck is the state involved in my marriage?
that's another good point. Yeah, I don't think about it too often either.
Why is there a third party?
Well, I mean, because you are getting tax benefits for it.
That's
so.
a practical consideration, but I mean in principle.
What? Yeah. You don't get a big tip unless you earn it, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not a stingy tipper. I just think that you need to earn it, whatever position we're talking about. Hey, there's Chloe.
Oh, she missed all the fun.
Yeah, you missed all the conversation about assholes and safes and
Prenuptial agreements?
prenuptial agreements, and yeah, you're late to the party.
I was engaging in relations with somebody.
Ooh.
Ooh, exciting details.
No.
Make sure it didn't happen.
Well, that's no fun.
It was interesting.
Wait, boyfriend?
No, I don't have a boyfriend.
I'm talking about Susie.
Yeah, I have one of those.
I didn't know that.
We've been together for 11 years.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Good times.
Come here and be like, I just had relations if you didn't want to talk about it. I mean, my thought is you only brought it up because you want to talk about it, but you don't want to be...
No, it's fine. You can ask if you have questions.
What questions do you have for me?
Well, I don't know if this is an ENTP thing or a me personally thing, but I hate how people pussyfoot around whatever they're talking about. Like, instead of actually saying exactly what happened or what you were doing, I had relations, which is like, well, I could go. I mean,
I
that
think
could
that's
be.
just like an NT thing in general, because NTs feel strongly about that.
I just want whatever is being talked about to be talked about plainly and openly.
Okay, so there's this guy, and I don't know. It's just like we've been
Is
talking.
he cute?
He's decent.
Okay, decent.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
All right.
So we sent pictures of graphic nature to one another.
Naked pictures.
Yeah, pretty much. It was kind
Okay.
of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like that was misleading. You were sexting. You weren't having sex. You made it sound like you just had sex.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of got
Did you
intense.
masturbate?
Yes.
Did you have an orgasm? Was there an orgasm involved on your part?
That's a yes.
Maybe.
That's a hell yeah.
That's a hell yeah. So you looked at some pictures of this and whatnots and rubbed on it.
And he told me interesting things, and yeah, it was nice.
Aw. That's sweet.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Taylor, I like Taylor's question. Did he tell you what to do? Was there like a submissive aspect to it?
I mean, to some extent, he asked for said pictures. I gave him said pictures. Not really much of anything too exciting, but yeah.
Is that an ENFP thing? Because I mean, my girlfriend's more submissive than dominant, although we take turns to a certain extent.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm very submissive. Like, I mean, it's kind of outrageous. It's like, I love it all. So, yeah. Well, this has been fun.
This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this intensely.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, so
are you going to have physical relations with this person?
I mean, I'd like to. He's kind of attractive.
See, it went from like serviceable to kind of attractive. So
Yeah, I'm starting to get even more attracted to him. It's a progressional thing.
yeah, we talking full blown intercourse, or are we going to be taking this in stages?
I mean, the latter seems more efficient than, the former. So.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't have foreplay, but go right after it. Go right for it.
He doesn't live nearby. That's a problem. So it was sort of a kind of flirtation.
Classy girls don't make you wear. No, you should definitely wear a condom. Don't listen to it. Last thing we need is you getting pregnant.
Yeah, I don't really like babies except for dinner.
Very nice.
Rotisserie.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's got a kitty.
Wait, so are ENTPs like are typically more dominant than submissive, or are they like really submissive?
I definitely consider myself more dominant than submissive, but I love being submissive. I love doing that too. I like doing both.
Yeah.
I'm a turn taker.
So you're like a switch.
Yeah, I guess I just lean more towards the dominant top side, and my girlfriend's more towards the submissive bottom side.
Wait, what's your girlfriend's type again?
ENFP. So
Oh, so
ENTP, ENFP. I mean, we have lots and lots of crazy sex.
yes, that's just a given because NE out the ass, literally. So yeah.
We performed in Eiffel Tower. It was a lot. It was awesome.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
That what you say usually, Taylor. So packing is fun, Suze. Don't be strict about that. I mean, I don't need to do that. So wait, Suze, do you wield a strap-on in your relationship time to time? Oh, I was getting excited.
Have you tried that?
I've done it.
Oh, cool.
But at this point, I mean, me and my girlfriend are both trans. We both have penises, so there's no need for a strap-on.
Is your girlfriend a trans woman or a trans man?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're both trans women. She
Oh,
looks
okay.
more like a girl than I do because she's been taking hormones for a lot longer.
That's
But
cool.
my boob hurt like a motherfucker. I'm glad that you know that term. Makes me think you watch hentai. So what should we talk about now? I think we've hentai is anime porn.
Yeah.
A fuda is not like a female or a tranny, but like an actual woman has or grows a penis.
Do you know about EF?
Usually they also have a vagina,
Yeah.
which would be awesome. The only way I would ever want to have a vagina is if I didn't have to, if I could have my penis too. That's not a reality.
Yeah.
Well, Susie, you have an account here.
Well, not that kind of sci-fi.
Who needs an account on Pornhub? Unless, what account where? I thought Taylor said something about Pornhub. Is that what you were talking about, or something else?
No, yeah, that was
Account on
something I was talking
Facebook.
about.
You have an account on Facebook.
Yeah, but I don't use that for that either.
That's fair. You don't need an account anywhere for porn.
Exactly. I was wondering what it would be for.
Oh my god. That's just
You remember when it used to be hard to find porn? Like,
Nope.
I remember when it was challenged. Like to find good porn. Now, like, you get quality porn, easily free.
I just found a thing on Facebook where like there's like skin peeling off of someone's butt and like someone's like going under the skin and like they're putting like their finger under the skin as the skin is peeling off. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of disgusting, but it's kind of intriguing at the same time.
Are you the kind of person that likes popping people's pimples?
No, I think that's kind of, it's kind of disgusting.
I just figured the same kind of person would find what you described interesting, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, I mean, I am intrigued by watching other people pop pimples. Just, I don't really like doing it myself personally.
You're a voyeur.
Yes.
She likes to watch.
Yes. And here?
I'll just play video games.
Susie, I talked to Eric about the video. And
Yeah. Did he say that he took it down?
no, he didn't take it down. It got flagged from YouTube. He went through the
We're
raw.
already not allowed to stream, right? Like, we need to not get flagged. This is bad.
Because the YouTube video is something flagged.
Do you know what kind of flag it was?
There was a flag because someone played a YouTube video in the video.
Well, that's retarded.
Well, isn't that allowed as long as it's not just playing the whole video and you're, like, commenting on it and shit?
Well, it
Fair
depends.
use, isn't it?
I think someone played a video for 10 hours. Like a troll came in.
Oh, God. We haven't had that problem in a while.
That wasn't me, but, like, I mean, the fact that they did that just sounds, like, it sounds horrible, but it sounds kind of funny at the same time. So,
I can't wait till either this actually move to one where we have more control over shit like that.
yeah. So that, like, you're not having something that just plays, like, 10 hours straight. And it was, like, of a woman's tits, like, moving to, Jingle Bells. And, man, I don't have any problem with seeing a woman's tits, like, move to Jingle Bells, because, I mean, who doesn't love tits? But,
Great.
Oh, right. I stopped that one. I saw it was running.
Was it another video? Or was it just...
I don't know what happened then.
No, there is like this person who does this, who comes back from time to time, who's been doing that shit again, dropping 10-hour videos. And yes,
Yeah.
We don't have. I mean, if we actually ever get income for the community to the point where I can actually set up a real system, we can have more control over shit like that, and we can try and prevent it more proactively. But I mean, shit's pretty bare bones at the moment.
Yeah.
yeah, but what income?
I know. It's exactly. I mean, what we get, like, how much does our Patreon make? Like $30 a month?
Less. Now it's like 9, I think.
Oh, it's all the way down to 9. It was at like 36 at one point. And like YouTube ad revenue that Eric makes in total is like next to nothing. It's like,
Yeah, and Eric has been
So-
lost in Loveland.
ultimately, this is just a loss out of Eric's wallet. This
Yeah.
existing at all.
And I
But
think
at
it's
the moment-
only...
I mean, expenses are only like around 150 a month, and I get paid an extra 150 around over that. But like, that's like really bare bones. You don't have much room to do anything. I'd really like to see us be able to like stream it so that people that live or watch live could do so without being part of the room. But
But
Which
why,
is another thing.
why isn't that doable?
because the hardware that we would need to do that is more expensive.
But the
Streaming video, opposed to just it would require more powerful hardware, which would cost more.
not necessarily. Depends on what resolution we set it to.
Well, for one, I'm thinking, how would you accomplish it?
Accomplish what?
Streaming and recording these rooms.
I don't know. Oh, right. Doing the same at the same time. That would be worse.
Even if you were just streaming it, because like if you were streaming it to a service, probably get recordings of it after the fact. I'm not sure how that works, but I think you can.
Yes. When the
But-
stream ends, it becomes a video.
But getting reliable, high quality streams to go constantly, it's going to require more horsepower than our current setup, I would imagine. I mean, it's not like our servers have graphics cards in them. Do you know how expensive that is?
Yes.
Because it's not like putting a graphics card in a computer, because they charge a shitload more for it because it uses a lot more power in the data center. So it's a lot more per month for a server with a graphics.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to shut up, Taylor? I can do that.
No, you don't have to shut up.
Recorded and discussing taxes. What? Oh.
I didn't think we kept that stuff secret, but
I didn't think so either. It doesn't matter.
The
But yeah.
secrets, the thing.
It could be set up to stream instead, but it would not be able to do both.
I mean, it's something that could be done, but definitely not the way we have it set up now.
Now I think this is better.
It'd be more expensive.
And what's the point if they're not in the rooms anyway? They can just watch it after. It's not like it will be.
I agree that there is a certain appeal to hearing something live or seeing something live as opposed to after the fact. Because, I mean, you could decide to then join if you wanted to.
Yeah, but we did stream 3 months ago before
Before you lost your streaming privileges on YouTube.
because of the bot. That happened. But now it is like a week or so, and we can stream again on the main channel.
Ooh.
10 days or something. So that's going to happen again. That will bring in people and attention and so on.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have if we got to the point where we could like have a third room that like was the old GTM format. Could have a place to go. 'Cause a lot of people did like it better. It was just way more expensive.
But it would be counterproductive at this point to start using GTM.
Well, I had originally, when the Patreon account was actually making a little bit more, and I had talked to Eric about, well, if we can get like a certain amount per month to open a GTM room for patrons only or something like that, if that was something that they wanted. But it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
Though the people that's been on Patreon, they are with the general population anyway.
Oh, and thank you for saying you like my hair, whoever said that. If you're still here.
That's really nice hair. It's beautiful.
You're welcome. Somebody get kicked for that?
I didn't kick anyone, but I closed that on the recording side.
Yeah. I don't think that one's a problem, but if it had been one, which
I was just annoyed by it.
I know. That was the goal.
Oh, was it you?
No,
Oh,
Wasn't me.
it was Chloe.
I'm assuming it was Halloween.
I'm gonna check out the other room for a moment to see Eric's in there.
All right, bye, Susie. Courtney with a K, why are you so quiet? You don't talk?
No, I know.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Echo. Come here. I'm just playing with some kittens. I don't want you guys to hear me go, come here.
Are they yours or are you fostering?
I'm
You.
fostering. I'm first time fostering kittens. Are you foster?
My wife and I did a rescue.
No kidding. Can you? Hey, I have a question then. You
Sure.
you foster kittens before, right?
Oh yeah, bottle fed and everything.
Okay, so these little toots, that's what I call them. They're 6 weeks. They just went through like 6 weeks. How much food do I need to be feeding them, and do I need to have them off the formula? The KMR?
Oh, man, I don't know. My wife usually handles the specifics on that, and she tells me what to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm that person. Here.
I'm the person to ask when it comes to like dealing with aggressive dogs and dogs that are skittish and things of that nature. Not so much bottle feeding kittens.
Oh, okay. Well,
But she's in from time to time. Well, she just started participating, so when she's in, she is the one to ask. She would love it if that were what the topic were in here, rather than.
we just talked about kittens instead.
Yeah, I mean that speaks to her passion.
I know. I'll have to just keep asking you then. What is? I don't know.
Then we can talk about it. I mean, we can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah,
That's
I think
true,
we-
but my wife is only conducive to certain realms of topics. And
Exactly. So, well, as long as nothing else interesting is going on.
yeah, she's actually in a fundraiser right now for our rescue.
Oh, what's your rescue?
No Kill Louisville.
No kill. How do
Here
you
in
say that
Kentucky.
last? Can you type it?
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah.
Actually, I'll just send you a link to the site.
Oh, that would work much better.
She's the president
Like
and
that.
on the board of directors.
Wandering around somewhere outside. I don't know where the fuck he is. I hope she comes back soon.
That's cool. You're in rescue. Good work.
Thank you. I mean, this is the first time. So, we, my boyfriend and I, we had a, sorry, you're talking at the same time. Okay. My boyfriend and I, we had a cat, and it was actually my childhood cat that I had had for like 20 years, and he just passed away last year, and I'm not ready for a cat, and I'm like, I could totally foster to like get in the mood, like used to it again. So I went to our local animal shelter because they were having, I guess it's kitten season, right? They're having like, yep, and they were having like a huge influx where they just couldn't, they were like bunking them together. So I popped in and they were like, here, take anyone you want. And I was like, listen, I've never done it before, so you need to ease me into it. And they gave me mush eaters. Mush eaters.
So cute. I mean, I'm more of a dog person in general,
Mhm.
but I do like cats now. I've become fond of them ever since forcibly keeping the cat from my last relationship to kind of spite my girlfriend or ex-girlfriend.
Mhm.
Well, that's good. Good fosters are the gold of rescue.
Yeah. It's tough though. And I mean, it's kind of, like there were nights where I've been up to like 4 in.the morning just
Yeah.
because like it was hard getting them to eat the mush with being in a new place. And I get really anxious about that. I just love them so much. They're just so cute.
About half of the people, maybe a third, maybe half is a bit much, but a third of the people who step up to foster turn out to be lunatics.
Oh,
And they're more trouble than they're worth.
that's not good.
No, but how do you know until you give them a chance?
I know, right? Well, that was like, they didn't do any kind of really screening process. They
It's
didn't
because they're
ask
so
outside.
desperate.
Yep, he's
True.
right. We're desperate.
Oh, no.
And it's not like they're giving away human babies, so it's not like there's huge legal ramifications if they accidentally give them to someone bad.
That's
Human
stupid.
process.
We're pretty stringent. We actually do home visits and everything, but still, you can't 100% vet people.
Yeah, I mean, you're not
Right.
dealing with resources to do so.
I know. Stop holding that.
You know, nobody gets paid. It's all volunteer. We all have jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my wife doesn't have to work. I make enough so where she doesn't have to. She can do no kill full time, but
Nice.
That's nice for her. What do you do for paid living?
IT, I work in web hosting.
Oh,
nice.
I work in IT as well.
For the time being, though, it looks like my company is crumbling because the owners are husband and wife, and Beth is apparently falling apart, and I'm just kind of watching from the sidelines.
I work in data backup and business continuity.
But I'll tell you, it's really nice to be able to do something that liberates her to do whatever she wants, and that's how it works. for me.
I need to make more money than I do, but I will be able to eventually in the IT field, which is nice.
I'd like to get out of it, but you know, it's one of those things I did to right out. Computers. I got into right out of high school, and then just kind of built my skill set and worked my way up. And at this point, I'm so deeply vested in IT that as much as it's not that I dislike it, I just don't like it. I'm good at it.
I love it.
Really,
I'm very passionate about it. The thing is, I have a lot of really lacking some of the core ones a lot of businesses are looking for. Like, I'm really good at Linux, and I'm really good at, like, more edge case stuff. But, like there was this systems administrator position I was approached by a recruiter for, but, like, I have very little Windows Server administration experience beyond just troubleshooting backups on them.
virtualization.
And I'm very proficient with KVM, VirtualBox, and I could easily I've worked with Hyper-V, but I've never done anything with like AWS or Azure.
I'm pretty competent in VMware.
But I mean, VMware is not all that hard. I mean,
It's not that hard on the surface, but when you're having to deal with some of the under the hood shit,
but here's the thing: like our backup solution has like we do like agent-based backups, but you can actually connect a VMware hypervisor to our backup solution to take quote unquote agentless backups, and it is amazing how incompetent some of these supposed to be managing VMware solutions are. Like, they don't know what the hell they're doing, and it's like, we're not managing that for you. We just provide a service.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, because a lot of times they'll use snapshots. Take a snapshot, you back the snapshot up, and then you consolidate the snapshot after the fact. And if they haven't set up their environment properly, then those snapshots may not consolidate properly, and the Delta disks just grow and grow and grow. And yeah, I know.
Nightmare. Fortunately, I don't have to work on the team that deals with those problems for the most part.
I've actually got a PowerEdge 1950 in the next room in a rack with VMware 5.5 on it, and I have like 6 or 7 VMs running on it for my own use.
I have a PowerEdge R515 that I still need to get hard drives for.
That's a pretty good server.
I got it off eBay used, but it worked. Got CPUs and RAM in it already. I just need the hard drive.
515, so that's AMD based.
I think they're Xeons. Pretty sure.
I don't know. I think the 15, when it's a 15 versus a 10 or a 20 or a 20, if I understand their model nomenclature correctly, if it's a 15,
I'm gonna look it up right now instead of less speculating.
I could be wrong. But yeah, I think the 910s, we got some 910s, some 810s, and those are all.
You're right. It's a 2U with AMD Opteron,
yeah,
4100, 4200, or 4300 series.
Perfectly fine. I mean, they're capable.
Up to 256 gigs of RAM. Very nice.
Does yours have the DRAC controller in it?
I'm pretty sure.
If it does not, you should go on eBay and grab one for $10 or whatever, because that can be super handy.
I mean, whatever I end up doing with it, which I haven't decided yet. I'm probably going to end up having ZFS on it, so I'm not going to be using any kind of hardware RAID.
You use like what's it called?
Z-RAID.
Yeah, there's what is the NAS distro?
Oh, FreeNAS? No, I'm not putting FreeNAS on it.
Not maybe it is FreeNAS I'm thinking of.
No, I'd probably just use some sort of Linux operating system like Ubuntu or Fedora with ZFS.
Linux is not my forte. I'm a Windows admin, but I have experience with Cisco stuff and VMware and things like that.
Yeah, I'm Linux all the way. I love Linux. If I could have set this whole thing up on Linux, I would have done so.
I wish I had some Linux skills.
Hit me up if you ever need anything. My own Linux hypervisor in a data center that I have a private, just a VM with a private email server on it. I host the TWFP website on a VM on it.
Using Zen?
No, God no. I just KVM.
KVM. Okay, gotcha.
God, Citrix Zen is awful. I don't want to hurt it's just painful. It'd be like masochistic using that.
I've veered away from Hyper-V.
Oh, Hyper-V is awful. I fucking hate Hyper-V. KVM, you can do some cool stuff with it. It's pretty easy. It just works really well. I was originally on Hyper-V because I had like a Windows server that I had my VMs on. And I literally took the VHD, moved them over to the Linux server, ran one command on each of them to convert them into a different kind of like image file, and then imported them into a basic template, and they just worked and booted fine. There was no issues. It was great.
I love being able to have 5 or 6, like one machine's running a OpenFire for instant messaging, and then I've got another machine that's running Synchronet for BBS software because I'm an old guy and I have a thing for BBS.
I know about BBS. I wish I was part of that.
That was nice.
Internet history.
Those were nice. In fact, I kind of feel bad because the BBS that I was on, I was the person that came in a teleconference and said, "Oh my God, guys, we can get unlimited internet dial-up for $20 a month," and like within 2 months, the BBS scene died. Like, it was gone.
You watch the Level 1 Tech's YouTube channel by any chance?
Oh, shit. My boss is calling. I'll be back.
I'm sure we bored everyone else with this talk for the past while. So what do you guys want to talk about?
Let's talk about sex.
Talk about sex. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, what's your favorite position?
I guess it would depend on if I'm being a top or a bottom.
Okay, both.
I don't know. I think I like mixing it up, but I like just plain old missionary if I'm topping because I like to be able to look at my partner and like kiss and shit like that.
Yeah, I could say the same. Like, I mean, I like the closeness of missionary, to be honest. I mean, I feel like an average white person saying that. Because, you know, there's like this thing, there's like this stigma about, like, you know, white people loving missionary.
It sounds absolutely ridiculous. I don't think there's any reason to group any race of people together.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. But I guess I don't know. I guess if I'm being the bottom, I prefer riding like cowgirl style, just because I can control it the most.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like everything.
Yeah. Have you ever had sex in public?
In what?
In public?
Well, I've had sex in the back of my car outside of a movie theater once. I've had a room of college during an anime convention. That's the closest I've come to public. What about you?
Oh yeah. One time I did it in a field 2 times, and then one time I did it in forest. It was beautiful.
That's just
I'm
seems
trying to think
messy.
of
In the forest.
I want to be comfortable while I'm fucking.
Oh, it was comfortable. You just have to like. It really depends as to where you do it. Like I did it in like a soft kind of area where there wasn't much grass or anything. But then what happens is like you have to deal with like bugs and shit. That's always icky.
Mm.
What about you, Courtney? You want to answer any of these?
Most public place I've had sex in is on the beach. It sucked. It really wasn't enjoyable. It was too windy.
You get sand in your vagina?
All in my vagina. Don't do that, please. No, I didn't get sand in my vagina. Isn't that called the Sunny's Evil?
Okay, I got a question now for Chloe or Courtney. I don't care who answers it. Have you ever had a threesome?
No, but I came very, very close.
Chloe?
Twice.
Sure, why not?
Have you
Don't
ever
have
had
you ever had one?
Oh no, I have never had one, but I'm open to it.
So I'm the only one here that's had a threesome. That's awesome.
Oh.
I feel like I would get jealous in that situation because, like, at some point there comes a point where, like, it's not distributed equally. So,
Okay, so me and my girlfriend had a threesome before we were officially an item, and that was really awkward, and I kind of felt jealous, and I didn't enjoy it at all. But we've also, after we started going out, had a threesome a couple times with, like, a cisgender chick, and it wasn't any kind of a jealous situation because we were pretty much just, like, using her. She was just kind of...
She was your plaything.
Exactly.
I get that.
It was a lot of fun.
That's hot.
It was a lot of fun.
I know. No, if I were to have a threesome, it'd be 2 girls and a guy. Or 3 girls. I don't know. I mean,
That's what was so awesome about it. It was 3 girls, but 2 of the girls had penises, so it was just the right
So
amount
that's
of penises.
yeah, that's a party. Like, that's a good time.
It was a
Please. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put the.
ENT. I saw this really great post on Facebook, and it was like it was an MBTI thing, but it was like God said, "Let there be," and then there was like a description of, and then it was like, and there were, and it would name like 2 different types, and there were all these like different like logical things for different types, and then the very last one said, and then God said, "Let there be STDs," and there were ENFPs and ENTPs.
What I meant?
I like that.
I was saying I saw this really great post on Facebook, and it was like God said, "Let there be," and then there would be a description of like a certain kind of person, and it was like, and there were whatever MBTI type, and then the last one at the bottom said, and God said, "Let there be STDs," and there were ENTPs and ENFPs.
Yep.
Dope boys go crazy. Dope boys go crazy.
I don't want to listen to your radio in the car, whoever you are, so turn it off.
Oh yeah, driving in the car late at night, playing music. Oh yeah.
So who we got? Who's this?
I think it's Nick. Oh yeah, driving in
Hey,
the
Nick.
car at night. That's one of his.
We are chrome the baddest, but it's home sweet home. The personality's flashing, chrome is chrome.
Okay, I'm on my end. He's muting him. I don't want to fucking with music. All right, I asked the question. I guess it's one of your guys' turns now, if that's what we're doing.